Okay, folks, welcome to Best Stock Charts for the new trading week. We're going to talk first about our picks from last week. How did they do? First up, Boeing, BA. We were up 1.87% on Boeing. The next chart, Commvault Systems, which we were bearish on, pulled back 0.22%. The beginning of a pullback potentially. IWM, which we were bullish on, moved up 1.94%. XLI, this is the ETF that puts you long of the industrials. We were bullish on it. It was up 1.45%. And the last one was Dollar General, which we liked as a long, but I said, do not go buying this stock yet. You need to wait until it hits historical support, and the shares dropped an additional 7.87%. We're liking it. It's in the buy zone, so we're going to begin bull operations this coming week. So of the stocks that we went over last week, Boeing remains on the list, as well as Dollar General. Added to the list is going to be Tesla, short, AAP, Advanced Auto Parts, long. That's an extreme oversold stock. Dollar General, which we already mentioned, extreme oversold stock. Boeing is going to remain on our list as a long. So let's get to it. Let's talk first about the markets in general, bringing up the S&P 500 weekly time frame. We're going to be going over the major sectors, such as the banks, technology, Qs, with members on the week ahead commentary, doing a deep dive into where we believe the markets are going in the next coming week. We're also going to talk about overhead supply, and there is a lot of it that we are approaching. So while it appears as though the path of least resistance remains higher on the S&P 500, I'm going to send out a warning flag on the track. Beware of overhead supply. Members, we're going to be talking about that this weekend on the week ahead commentary. I'll also be doing a deeper dive into the charts that we like going into the new trading week, which I'm going to review, give you an overview today in greater detail, meaning where do we like the extreme oversold stocks on a historical basis? Where is their support? Immediately below. When do we begin bull operations on those extreme oversold stocks, Dollar General and Advanced Auto Parts? What is our price target? Also, with names like Boeing, what is our price target there? What's our stop loss point? When do we want to add more? So that's what we're going to be talking about later on with members. If you're not currently a member, 14-day free trial offer. So let's get to it. Again, repeating before we leave this chart, S&P 500 path of least resistance remains higher. We're up last week on strong up volume, but again, overhead supply not too far above. So let's kick it off with Tesla. Now, why do we like Tesla as a short? Not so much for the weekly chart, but for the daily chart. And what's critical here is that we bring up RSI. Now, as you can see here, RSI is at 86.57. Extreme overbought doesn't mean that it can't go higher. Sure, it can go higher. But what you need to understand is that we have overhead supply, meaning resistance immediately above. Now, we opened up, for full disclosure, a short position on Tesla using an option strategy for cash flow. But if they continue to press Tesla up higher, I fully plan on opening up either a short of the common stock, which would carry overnight, or B, using a put spread, meaning buying a put and then selling a deeper out of the money put to help finance the trade. And we'll talk about that strategy with members on the week ahead commentary. Again, that's coming out either today or tomorrow, but guaranteed this weekend. So Tesla looking good as a short. Look at the volume on Friday. We were up on the session, but the reason why this is showing as a down candlestick is that we closed well off the highs of the session. It was a brutal close for Tesla. We did scalp a profit to the short side yesterday, selling naked calls, both expiring yesterday and another tranche expiring next Friday. So we booked profits on both of those positions. We opened up a new one, which is a ratio strangle, meaning we sold more calls than we did puts. So net, we are short of Tesla. We're going to be looking to add more if they continue to press this trade to the upside, and I hope they do. The next chart up is Dollar General. Now, Dollar General, I spoke about this one last week. I warned, you need to wait for there to be historical support below. It looked as though that the prior Friday that we had a bullish reversal bar, and that bullish reversal bar was right here. It appeared as though we had stopped going down, but I warned we were not at historical support. As a matter of fact, here's what I had to say last weekend on best stock charts for the trading week. But we don't know that until we take a look at the historical support levels below. I don't think that we've hit support yet. I think that Friday was a dead cat bounce. I think we're going measurably lower here. Yeah. It found support here where there was resistance, and then ultimately we broke through back in 2020. However, I found in these trades that it's best to use the lower end of the range, in this case here, 147.33, as your support level. I think this goes lower. It may rally on Monday, but then you're going to get a reversal bar to move lower. So I wouldn't touch this quite yet, but what I will do is create an alert, and we're good to go. Set it and forget it. Now, almost immediately the following Monday, we proceeded to move lower, ultimately closing down 7.87% on the week. You need to know exactly where your historical support is. We are approaching it, not quite there yet, but we plan on opening up bull operations on Dollar General. Now, the key to this trade is that you cannot go jumping in with both feet, opening up 100% of your intended position. For example, if your intent is to buy 1,000 shares of Dollar General, you're not going to buy 1,000 shares of Dollar General up front because you'll go broke. You must go into the trade assuming that weak stocks tend to get weaker and that your first opening tranche of buying is going to be inaccurate and you're going to immediately start losing a few dollars. But as you continue to test and probe historical support, you add a bit more. And never, ever, ever go buying your position at the open. If they spike the shares up higher, more than likely they are going to fade it if you're not at historical support. So you always want to wait until the final hour, and even better, the final 5 minutes of trade before you begin buying shares of Dollar General or any other oversold stock. So members, more to come on Dollar General on the week ahead commentary. Let's talk about AAP. We're going to stick with the oversold and overbought trades. Now, AAP, we have no idea where there's historical support immediately below. We do have some support here at a volume shelf. Does it hold? I doubt it. We closed pretty weak on the day on Friday, closing at session lows. Volume did drift lower. RSI at current has an 11 handle on it. So optimistic that we're probably going to hit a low this coming week. I have no idea, again, where there's historical support, but I will be going over that question and a strategy for entering advanced auto parts with members on the week ahead commentary, so members check that out. Now, Boeing, which I went over last week, we expected a breakout. We got the breakout both on a weekly and daily time frame. What I really like about Boeing moving into the new trading week is that we closed just off the highs of the week on volume. Take note of the volume. This tells us that we have institutional accumulation of the shares. And take note of the Bollinger Bands. Very, very narrow neck, and they're beginning to widen out. So what I'm looking for and expecting is a Bollinger Band squeeze. So with members, we're going to be talking about price targets, entry points, and stop loss points on Boeing on the week ahead commentary. So members, again, check that out. Folks, thanks for being here. And if you're not currently a member, please take advantage of our 14-day free trial offer. And if you're not ready, that's fine. If you want to learn more about technical analysis, down below, I have a five-part video tutorial on my top 5 favorite candlestick patterns. It's free. Also, join us on Sunday nights and Thursday nights for Sunday Night Futures Live and Thursday Night Stock Charts Live. On Sunday Night Futures Live, we talk about the opening price action of the major averages. We'll talk about the news that could move the market into the new trading week. On Thursday nights, we go over the weekly charts and we identify how we appear poised to close out the week and begin to formulate a strategy for the upcoming week. We have a lot of fun. Please join us there. And don't forget, we also have a 30-minute chart club. We haven't met recently because I've been traveling, but 30-minute chart club, private live stream of the 30-minute charts of a series of S&P 500 stocks that we continually watch and look for opportunities to swing trade. So we keep it private due to us wanting to keep the topic directly correlated to the charts that we're watching and no side conversation. We leave that for the live streams on Sunday nights and Thursday nights. And we also avoid the spam going private. So link below, 30-Minute Chart Club. Until tomorrow night, which is Sunday Night Futures Live, everybody have an awesome weekend, and I will talk to you then. Be well.